Hey everyone. So UVS Games sent me two of the Lower Decks Challenger Series decks to open. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, talk a little bit more about them now that we've had a bit of time to play with them. These go on sale at your local game store on December 6th, and then I'm sure this mat's really cool as well. It's probably on the UVS store already, if it not soon. So here we go. The first one will be the Tendi one. Actually, let me put this to the side for now. Put that over here. So Divana, now that I've played with her a bit, is very, very cool. She's still a puzzle that I don't know if I've totally solved, but there's a certain like difference between like you want like life gain cards, but at the same time you don't want to lower the card quality of your deck to the point that like your attacks are just gaining life and not doing anything else. See how much I struggle with packaging my first time doing this. Okay, so got a rule book here. This is the pack. Hopefully we pull an alt art. That would be sick. And then, whoa. Okay, so we have the character here, but then we additionally have this character card. Seems playable, and then it does this like phasing thing. Really, really sick. Very neat. So I'm assuming we can use these, and that's tight. So I'll go through the deck first, and then I will save both of these for the excitement for the end. All right. So this is Devon Tendi, the Eager Science Officer, the seven-hander I'm a big fan of. The six-hander is all right. I don't love her as much, but she does burn on every attack and gain you one, which is cool. And then also there's like that multiplayer format stuff for her. You get two of the action. This is heal on attack play, and then it makes the blocks get progressive. Two of the ultra rare, totally not a mimic card. One USS Cerritos, and then just kind of go through here with the attacks. Emergency methods. Card's alright. Here's the ultra rare attack, syndicate skills. Haven't had a chance to play that one yet, but I do like the idea of it. There's unyielding enthusiasm, another rare, and then we've got this is the frenzy attack. Three of the throw. I'm just gonna start grouping these up. This one is the 1/1 if you gained health. So four of that. This is the life gain pad power, 5 diff. Serving Shade is interesting because there are, I should be holding this a bit differently. There are a few ways to gain life multiple times off its effect. Excellent. They gave us 4 embarrassment of duplers. I was worried they'd give us less than 4. I would have loved them to put like 10 in here because people are going to need so many of them if they want to play with it, but that is at least a start. Best Buddy, 3 copies of that. 3 buffer time. Probably 4 of this dupler card. Yeah, 4 of the 6-check vanilla dupler card. 4 eager to please. Sorry. Makeshift. Can't read these upside down. Makeshift repair. 3 makeshift repairs. 4 piratical past. 4 copies of summoned home. And then 3 of the dog. So that's all the cards in this deck. I had already talked about all of these on my other videos, so figured I wouldn't say a whole lot about them, but it looks like each of these decks is going to come with 1 of the spaceship, 2 of the rares and ultra rares, and then 3 and 4 of some of the other cards. And then this character card is a new thing. I'm a huge fan of this. It feels totally different consistency. This is something that they can do now that you can't put these characters in your main deck anymore. So they can do cool stuff like this. but it's like getting a free alt art with your actual character card as well. And then if you don't want to sleeve this, like, because this is like substantially thicker and heavier, if you don't want to sleeve this, you could just use the base one that they give us. So very cool. Okay, and then I will open Beckett, and then I'll end with the packs. So Beckett, the characters didn't interest me a ton. The seven-hander was kind of neat. I just think she's a bit more of kind of like an aggro style. Here's the other pack. Wonder if these are labeled. I'm assuming you can only pull the alt art for that character in each one of these. But overall, there were a couple cards that sort of stood out to me as like, oh, this is kind of an interesting card that she has. Okay. And I'm assuming we also get, yeah. So there's another one of these like thick, like warp foil, or I don't really know what to even call this. Very cool though. And then let me find the. Hopefully I'm not struggling with packaging for a minute and a half. There it is. Okay. All right. So Beckett, the six-hander, is all right. She's a little bit random. She gives some speeder damage, depending on how things go, and then readies a foundation when something's blocked. So both of these characters work on like, is it blocked or deals damage after it's blocked? So basically, she's kind of hard to block is the idea. And then this one is inverted. When it deals damage, you unflip and flip something. And KS has a lot of useful flip foundations, so like this one's pretty cool. Not a huge fan of her overall, but I definitely could see there being some potential, particularly with the seven-hander. So connecting the dots. This card is interesting. It just buffs a check, right? So like the interesting part about Chaos right now is it draws a lot of cards, and this can turn a card in your hand into buffing a check, which is really nice. Beckett's Batleth. This card is an asset that will stuff card pools, and I was making actually a Jun Kazama deck, and I think that this could work pretty well there. There's Kurama as well. It's just very nice with like Super Great Brush and discounting stuff. Instead of putting things everywhere, I'm just going to stack them. One of the USS Cerados. Excited Blows. Okay, this card had me very interested at first. This is a water attuned Frenzy Punch, and if it is blocked, your next attack gains Frenzy. There are some big punch string potential things with this card. I know you do need to have the water symbol, but like with the repeated 100 and everything, if your opponent is trying to defend you playing a whole bunch of punch attacks, this could get huge, and then if they don't deal with it, the next one's also massive. So I do like the idea of that card. Unfazed. This is a 6 diff. I believe it is an echo. Yeah. And then if it's if it deals after it's blocked, your checks are buffed. I actually like the Divana Ultra Rare a bit more, but both of these are 6 diff echoes. Notable that we're getting big Chaos Echo moves, right? Insubordination. It makes their check -2, but they can choose to fail it. It's not bad. It's like a fighting for control, I think. A non-attack card. Oh, so it's worse than fighting for control. No, I believe. I do not know this move. After it's blocked, they reveal their hand. Okay, so a bunch of these just are like if they've blocked this attack to a thing, right? This is the one that if it's blocked, draw a card. EX2 Fury. This is a 0/5 throw, which is cool because there's a 2 mid block on a throw, which is fairly uncommon to get a decent block on a throw. Testing my knowledge, so I'm looking at these upside down. Okay, after this is blocked at the top card of the deck to their card pool. Yeah, I'm trying to do Jun Kazama stuff. Or I have been messing with it. This seems like it would fit right at home there. Under the influence is after this attack is blocked, your rival loses the health. Your next check to play a card gets +1. Okay, so a lot of these if blocked effects have potential with either a future character, Beckett, or like there's also they're not keyworded for Kenny, but there's definitely an option there, right, where you can activate his effect or get the effect of your card they choose, which is pretty cool. This zero diff is pretty neat. This one is you commit, look at the top of their deck, and I believe you can place it on the bottom. Yeah. Notable that we're getting some zero diffs, but these are all ensign locked, and with a lot of zero diffs rotating in February, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is 1 speed for each attack in your card pool. Could give 4 or 5 speed if you're really stringing out. This card caught my attention yesterday, actually. A Family Secret. This card is like Life of Danger, but it is tenacious. Uh, so this card makes me want to play 2 checks in one of these symbols that like I can do attuned chaos with a Life of Danger symbol or something, and you can just kind of play a check bad deck and have it work out. This card, when it's readied, you draw a discard, which is cool. I mean, like it's kind of hard on these symbols to ready things multiple times, but if you could get it off multiple times. This one is kind of similar to that rare from AOT2 that burns when an attack hits the 3-diff foundation, I believe. Yes, after your unblocked attack deals damage, your rival loses 2 health. And then it has a tenacious remove for 2 speed. It is on attuned water though, so you can't use it in the same deck as that. Moopsie I thought was just speed, but when you think about it a bit, like they can fail checks because of this card, and it does not prevent their combat phase from ending, and it's a Chaos ally, so there might be something with this card. It's neat. Commit this attack gets -2 speed if you completely block it, gain a health. Okay. This is a water spam, just some speed reduction and stuff. I know we're losing MHA sets 2 and 3 fairly soon, so Secret Past had me thinking a little bit. This card, when it blocks, goes to the bottom of your deck, and then you can also flip these in stage to make a check from the bottom of your deck. So particularly with like Trickster's Blessing, you could stack some like on life or whatever with the water symbol on your character. And then this is Short-Lived Promotion, which is before your draw step, increase your hand size by 1. So just some 2-diff draw spam in case the mass amount of 1-diffs that we have on these symbols now don't cover it. So yeah, those are the cards in these 2 decks. And then I'll go ahead and show the packs. I'm not sure if we get a bunch of alts in these or if it's like 4 foils and 1 alternate art. So we'll see. Okay, here we go. Looks like it's foils and alt art. So this is Liberating Headbutt. Hold these up. Okay, so it looks like you can get non-foil or foils from other decks because this was not in one of my decks. Attention to Detail. Can taste sounds. Unyielding Enthusiasm. Okay, this looks like my nice one. The Dog. Short-lived Promotion. And that's it for this pack. Cool. And then the one from the Divana deck. Rule of Acquisition. This is the spam. Don't do this. Me telling them not to print this snack time card into the format, please. Piratical Past. Okie dokie. This card's cool. I like this one. Punch Me a Way Out. And Neelix Cheese. Cool. So, put these out here. So you can see you got foils and then 1 alternate art. But you can get them from any deck here. Ooh, it's really struggling to focus. But let me just show these one more time. These are the 2 alt art foils I got. And yeah, these decks are really cool. I definitely recommend checking them out, seeing if there's something for you there with the characters. I particularly like the 7-hand Brad, Sam, and Divana. And then, yeah, these will be at your local game store December 6th. Thanks again, UVS Games.